Hey yo, it's me, the marvelous one from the Marvel Talks. This is episode Self-Care Tips 2009. But before we get into tonight's episode, if you guys can do me a big favor, hit that subscribe button, hit that bell button, so whenever I put out these Marvel Talk series, you can be the first to get into it. So a lot of guys reached out to me because the description below you can find out my podcast. It's the LFN podcast, and a lot of guys get on me and they be like, "Marvelous, all you do is talk about self-care tips for yourself, and a lot of your self-care tips are kind of catered to women." It's not true. So what I did is I just took me, I'm a man, and I just wrote down some tips, and I'm gonna go over it. They're for men and women. I don't want the guys to just always get me from my podcast and be like, "When all you do is talk about women, you don't ever talk about men." Which we all know, I'm a healthy guy. I'm a chunky guy. I don't really exercise that much, but I used to eat a lot of junk foods. When I first started doing the podcast and doing all this and creating content and stuff like that, I used to eat junk food late at night because I was a night owl. So whenever I would want something, I would have like little Debbie snacks. I would have all this stuff sitting around and I would eat it. And I would go straight to bed because inside my studio I had a bed. So then I used to eat a lot of like unhealthy processed food, and I just stopped eating that. So now I still eat from time to time. I might have some pizza, I might have some greasy food, but I literally stay away from greasy food. And I noticed that when I stop eating greasy food and eating a lot of sugar and eating a lot of like fast food and like stuff, I start to be in a better mind frame. Like I start to feel better. I'm still a night owl. I still need to get that under control instead of being up so late. Like I'm always up late, but since I eliminated the bad food and I start to eat good, I start to eat more vegetables, I start to eat more things that will make me feel better. I've been in a better mind frame. So what I tell people all the time when people ask me what are some self-care tips, I always tell them number one is eat good and exercise. I mean, I'm not no person that's always in the gym, but I'm trying to tell you, if you exercise and you eat good, you feel better. Two is read. I read a lot, and I tell everyone, you're not a nerd, you're not no lame because you read books and you read. Like I'm always reading something. I'm on Pinterest, I got some electronic books, I'm always reading stuff on YouTube, stuff for creators. When you're a creator, you always reading. So I tell everybody to self-care yourself when you're in a bad mood and your mind somewhere else. It's just read a book. Read a book. It's literally it'll get your mind off of what you're thinking. Three. Another thing is what I do is when I feel like I'm depressed and I feel like I'm not normally myself, I take a warm to / hot bath or / shower, and I just go in and I just think about everything but what's stressing me out. So when I go in the shower, I just think about things, but I don't think about the things that's stressing me out, and that helps me. I can't say it helps no one else. It's just what it helps me is when I get in the shower or if I'm in that bath, I just close my eyes and I just think, but I don't think about what's stressing me out. I think of happy thoughts. I think about what else I want to create, what I want to do, like what I'm going to eat. Like I just start to think about all these things and it helped me. So I say for self-care tips on that one is to just take a hot shower, take a hot bath, whatever the case may be, relax yourself, think happy thoughts, don't think about the things that put you in that mood. Four is one of the things that I'm starting to do is walking. Like I said several times, many times ago, is that when I catch myself being like stressed out or depressed, I just go for walks and I just look at the cloud. I go cloud walking. So what I do is I just walk. I make sure I walk what I'm doing because I don't want to walk into a tree or walk into someone. So I just walk and I just look. And I'm like, oh man, look at the clouds. The clouds are going there. The clouds are going. Like I call it cloud walking. So I go on walks to watch the clouds. Sometimes, I have plenty of videos. Like I normally would bring my camera on my cell phone. I just be taking pictures of the clouds, and I just keep them in my phone. Or so I have some of my camera that eventually I'll put out some of those videos of when I do go cloud walking, and I just be in awe with the clouds. 5 is this is something I do a lot, is I practice positive self-talk. And sometimes I can be my worst critic. I can be super hard on myself. I can put myself down and be like, oh, I didn't think this video was great. Or I didn't think I created this great enough content. I don't think this podcast was great. I don't think I said this right. I don't think I can be my worst critic at times. So lately what I've been doing is I just been writing down positive self-talk. Like not being so hard on myself. Not freaking out if I don't look at the camera, or if I burp like I just did, or if I'm too close to the camera. I don't freak out about that stuff. If the screen behind me is not working, if the things are not popping, I learned how to not let those things stress me out and ruin the show and do a whole show for 20 minutes and then I delete it because I'm so hard. So now I just practice positive talk, and I think that's what a lot of people should do, is always practice self-talk. Like get like a little journal and write down little jot down little things and just be like, hey, this is what I'm going to talk about. This is what I'm going to do today. I'm going to talk only positive, no negative talk. Everything that I write down is going to be positive talks, and it helps. Trust me, it helps a lot. And with six, get some headspace. Like clear your head, you know. Like sometimes, you know, like listen to some calm music, listen to something that's gonna soothe you, listen to things that's gonna calm you down. Don't go listen to like turn up and, you know, to the window, to the wall. Like don't go out listen to that turn up music when you're in a depressed mood. Like go listen to some calming music, things that'll calm you down, and I promise you that it'll work. And that's, like I said, I can't really speak for everybody, but I'm just speaking off of the things that I do, and I know that help me with my self-care. Having a journal, jot down things in your journal. Talk about how your day was. Like I just literally did a podcast on Monday, a Monday podcast, Mental Health Monday, where I talked about how I write in my journal. Like my journal is here's my journal right here. Like this is my journal. It's all messed up though, but this is my journal. Like I write a lot in this journal. Like when I'm down and I'm out and I'm depressed and I feel like I'm getting writer's block and my mind's not working. I don't want to create stuff. I don't want to do anything. I just write in my journal. And what I said in the first one, I practice self-talk. Like don't be so hard on myself. I practice, you know, more positive self-talk to myself. And 8 is set goals. Like I'm always setting goals. Like I got my network that's starting off, so I'm setting goals on like how I want to achieve those goals, how I want those goals to come down and stuff like that. And when I feel like the goals or stuff are getting too overwhelmed, I just take a step back, think positive. Then I'm like, hey, you know what? I'm a little worked up with the goals. I'm gonna come back and I'm gonna tackle this in a couple of days. Then I just go back to my journal. So it's those type of things, you know what I'm saying? Like, and 9 is, this is one is big for people in self-care, and I think it's huge. Is hang out with people that like-minded. Like hang out with people that's always in a good mood. Not necessarily saying it's always happy, but always upbeat. Never really too much negative. Like, because when you're suffering from depression or you're just down and out, you never want to be around someone that's always negative and never happy, like always with a frown on their face, always upset. Those are the people you need to stay away from, because it's only going to make you worse. You're never going to get better. So I always say hang out with like-minded people and hang out with people that has good energy. Like it's a slogan that my grandma's always say, good vibes only. And sleep. See, this is one that I struggle with because I don't sleep. Like it's always like I have wrote down, laying in the bed for 7 to 8 hours a day is not the same as sleeping for 7 to 8 hours. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like sometimes I only get like 3 hours of sleep because I'm always up. And a lot of people are like, man, Marv, that's not good. And I know it's not good. I need to start sleeping more. That's one of my biggest things. So I tell the people, don't be like me. Get yourself some sleep. That's number 10. And number 11 is a bonus question. It's always ask for help. Like, I was that person who wore a mask for many years, and once I took off the mask and started seeing a therapist and started getting help, my therapist is the reason why I can help people, because when I go see my therapist, I write down things. So I'm writing down my own checklist of self-care tips so I can give back to people, because so many people want to hear my self-care tips. And this is, like I said, this is was my 11 self-care tips from yours truly, the Marvelous One. If you're new to the page, if you could do me a favor, hit that subscribe button, hit that bell button, so whenever I put out videos, you can be the first to get it. If you're a returning subscriber, you can hit that like button, or hit a like, a comment, share, tell a friend, tell a family member, tell anybody to come subscribe to the page. I greatly appreciate it. Like I said, I'm the Marvelous One, and I'm out.